Susul. Welcome to Under the Plum Pod podcast, the podcast about all things related to the EA Maxis series of games. Today, we have a total hodgepodge episode for you. We're not really doing teams, but that's okay because we are in Team Maxis Madness, March Madness. I don't know, sports. I don't know what's going on.
Team
Sims 2. That's what we're focused on today. As you can tell from this bumbling intro, my name is Marissa.
My name is Caitlin.
And I'm Julia.
We are all talking about Sims 2 because, let's be real, Sims 2 has the superior neighborhoods, so we wanted to be on the superior team. So if you haven't listened to the first episode of our March Madness month, go ahead and listen to it. We are doing a total bracket tournament, like NCAA March Madness college basketball tournament in the US. But instead of teams, we're putting all towns, neighborhoods, and worlds in the Sim franchise against each other. All the towns are randomly seeded into brackets, and we're going to discuss them. We will continue mashups until we only have one team left, and that town will move on to our final four, and it will go up against the champions from the other three games. So it's a very elaborate thing. Please listen to the first episode. If this has been out for a while and you haven't listened to all of it, just listen to all of it. It's going to be so fun. So basically, we're just going to start off, and we're going to just pit two towns against each other, and we're just going to bang, bang, bang it out. Are we guys ready? Are we excited? Yay, let's start.
Okay, the first two towns are the downtown area that came with nightlife and Desira Valley. That my brain is already.
Yeah, Dysteria? I'm not sure how to say it.
Dysenteria?
You've died from dysenteria.
Goodbye, world.
This came and Desiderata. Whoop.
Desiderata? Just through the road.
Dysteriata.
It came with Sims 2 Free Time, which is so they both came. They're both things that came with expansion packs. The valley name that we cannot pronounce is its own neighborhood. The downtown area is one that you can attach to every single neighborhood that you create. It's like an add-on. It's like a sub-neighborhood in your neighborhood that can go in every single thing.
Yeah. So which one do you think we should start with?
Let's go with downtown, because it's fun.
Okay.
So downtown, it came with nightlife. You can add it to anything. There's no pre-made families in this area. It does have a couple of notable NPCs: Mr. Big, Miss D. I think it's Miss Diva. Vampires came with this pack, so there's a nightclub that's owned by vampires, as you do, of course. There's 14 residential lots. It's 30 community lots because that's what it's made to do. It's completely you can live downtown. There's a lot of places to add lots. I like to put apartments in the downtown area because it's you can fit more Sims in there. A lot of the pre-made the 14 residential lots, a lot of these, because cars came with nightlife, a lot of them come with driveways already in the house. Very helpful.
So cool. Mm-hmm.
And there's a shit ton of community lots that include Crypto Nightclub, Fresh Rush Grocery. There's a Maple Springs Pool and Spa, bowling alley. It's like 5 Sims 4 packs in one.
Sims 4 could never.
It wishes. And a graveyard, which we don't have yet in Sims. I'm really partial to the downtown area. I love it a lot. I have a lot of...
Oh my god, me too.
There's just so much you can do, and there's so much you can go to, and the NPCs are they have special abilities and stuff. Like, they can primp themselves. Mr. Big comes with, a lot of money, so...
Is it Mr. Big from Sex and the City?
I think
Or-
it's supposed to be like a nod.
Maybe, yeah.
Ooh.
And isn't that like
Jesse.
Moneybags guy here as well, where he tries unsavory swindler or something like that?
Isn't he in
Or
Bon
is that-
Voyage? When you
Oh,
go,
maybe it's Bon Voyage.
yeah.
Okay,
So
never
when
mind.
you're traveling.
Yes.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Okay, so for the pictures, when you're looking at the pictures, like so for the listeners, we put a bunch of pictures in, and what I like is that you definitely have like the basic ass lots, but they really put a lot of like thought and heart into it, and they really emphasize garages and like carports and stuff like that, which I like in all the houses, because obviously this is when cars came out. As for
The condo-esque lots too are really cool.
yeah, they're really, really cool. Like so we got all our pictures off of Sims Wiki. If you don't have Sims 2 and you want to like kind of look at this while we're talking about it, go on Sims Wiki and you can see the pictures. But I also really like the community lots. They're very individualized. They're very unique. They didn't really try to stick in with like a certain brand or theme, which I like. It's really based on the theme of the lot. And they have like the Lost in Love hedge maze, which has like a little hedge you go around, has like a heart-shaped pool in the middle. Like, come on. It's just so cool. And then
my Sims got lost in that a lot. Like you'd be like, "You're here on a date. Stop going in the pool. Come back."
Just walking around
Yeah.
the whole night, just getting lost.
And then in almost like every lot, they have woohoo spots because it is like emphasizing dates. So there'll be like a little photo booth, or there'll be a little jacuzzi or whatever that you can woohoo in. So I really, really like all the thought and detail they put into that. There's even bowling alleys were introduced here as well. So there's lots with bowling alleys. Yeah, I love downtown. I think it's very cool. I love that you can live there. I love that it's an optional play area. Like it's pretty much has it all.
I had no idea that you could live in downtown. And I played Sims 2 a lot, but I haven't played it in a while.
It's one of my favorite places to put like spare heirs. Like you're just living it up in the city. There you go.
Oh, that's so smart though.
Oh my god, I would do the same thing. I would just be like, you're going wild in the city. I'm going to keep going with this family. How funny is that?
They're living the suburban dream. You're living your crazy nightlife. Go ahead. Go on, you.
The cool aunt living it up in New York City. Just coming back for Thanksgiving to get drunk and smack someone.
That sounds like a dream. Love it. Anyway, what else? Oh, and there's a lot called the House of Fallen Trees, which has a bunch of ghosts, and basically like the founder of downtown is supposedly lived there and burned in a fire, and it has like this huge basement that you can live in. And when I was researching, apparently the lights are always going to be not fully lit. So even if you put a bunch, like fill the lot with lights, they'll always either burn out or be like half lit. So I thought that was kind of cool. So I don't know. So it's just kind of like a fun little. Ooh.
And that lot is huge and gorgeous. Like it's actually a really cute build.
Yeah, it is. It's really well done. So, okay, obviously we are all really, really feeling downtown. So let's talk about this Dysteria Valley, or whatever it's called, Dystopia Valley.
Dysenteria.
Oh, we should get shots before we go here. So it's a town in the hills. It came with free time. So every house in it, like there's ballet mirrors all over the place. There's 16 residential lots. 6 of them are inhabited. So Mole, Asper, Contrary, Belle, Jacques, and Una. And there's 10 uninhabited. There's 7 hobby lots because that was what the pack was about that came with it. So a kitchen cook-off, Greaves Greener Gardens, Gustav's Grocery, Kitty Care Castle. I know these names are fun to say. Mostly Modern Art Museum, Spark Sports Park, and the Frippery Frock.
What hobby is frocking? Please tell me. What is that?
Is that the clothing one?
Oh, that
yeah,
makes
because
sense.
of frock.
Oh, goodbye.
It's okay. English is not your native language. You do not have to know our weird slang for things.
What do you not know? Get out of the pot. You're done. Get out of here, Julia.
I'm out. Goodbye.
So personally, I think this neighborhood is pretty boring. What do you guys think?
Yeah, like some of the insides, before my Sims 2 game kept crashing, I was poking around because I realized I wasn't in here a lot because I didn't have this pack until I had the Ultimate Edition. And I look like the outsides are okay. There's nothing like too interesting about them, but the inside is where they tried to pack all the like, here's the junk car in the garage but we can't make a garage because we can't think that you have Sims. You might not have nightlife, but here's the junk car inside, like the ballet thing. Like there's just like little objects placed around. So the inside they tried a little harder than outwardly trying to do anything new with the builds of the houses.
This is
I
like
100%
reverse
agree.
Sims 4. Sorry to cut you off.
No, I agree with that 100%. It's the outsides are very bland. They're very basic. There's not a lot of landscaping. But the insides do have some cool things. Really, I think they put their effort into the hobby lots.
Yes. Mm-hmm. That's the kitty castle's pretty cute. It looks like a castle. It's got a little.
Yeah. And like I know the restaurant's pretty cool or whatever. That cooking one is cool. So like, I get it. Like their emphasis was like, oh, it's just a basic neighborhood, but like hobbies are what they're pushing. So I get that, but just kind of like meh. So I don't know. What do you guys think?
I mean, it's cute though. Like it's a little bit rural. It's a little bit I don't know, but it got nothing on being in a bar with a bunch of vampires. Like I'm sorry, being a chef though, but
I agree. So should we say first round is downtown?
Yeah, the
100%.
Valley just came up against a really like one of the hard hitters up front. So
I agree. Yep, I agree. Okay, cool.
Also,
so downtown.
us not knowing how it is supposed to be pronounced is the downfall, really, of this town.
We can't visit if we can't pronounce it, so Siri won't know where to take us.
Yeah, we can't tell the cab driver where to go. Cool. So, yep, so this definitely, I know we kind of talked about, it's definitely downtown, more aesthetically pleasing, definitely more fun to visit, definitely more useful, definitely somewhere we would all live. Hello. So, yeah, cool. So, downtown wins. So, next round.
Also, most played because you use it like in every town. The ones you have, the ones you make yourself. So
even if you don't want to live in town, you can still visit there anytime you want.
Next up is Academic Latour versus Three Lakes.
Okay, I'm very biased, so I will let you guys talk about this more because I know exactly which one I'm choosing. So let's talk about, should we talk about La Fiesta Tech first?
Was it Academy Latour?
Oh, sorry. Oh my god, brain. Yep, Academy Latour. Let's start with that one.
Okay, so this came with Sims 2 University. It is one of the college towns. It's a sub-neighborhood, so you can use it in every neighborhood and like attach it just like downtown. And it's mostly paired with Veronaville because it has a lot of aesthetic resemblance. You can see some of the buildings are looking the same as Veronaville. And there are also all the residential lots and like street names are named after baked goods, which I think is very, heartening. So there's Danish Drive, Croissant Court, Bunt Way, Focaccia Place, Baklava Boulevard, and then also one that ruins is always his Chancellor's.
I like how you say croissant. You say croissant? You say it the right way, and it sounds great.
I love croissant, so I must say it the way it's supposed to.
Give it the respect it deserves.
Truly. Because it's a college town, there are also 5 different dormitories with different sizes, as you know if you've played university. So there's Boggs Hall, Kastorov, Lamp Plaza, Millhouse, and Romara dorms. They also have the basic community lots that you might need because you will spend a lot of time in university. So you might need, like, there's a gym, park, boutique, student center, library, amphitheater, leisure land, coffee shop, and a waffle way shops, which I'm guessing is just a place where Leslie Nopes hang out.
There's can you imagine a hungover brunch there? That place would make bank at a college place.
Yeah, definitely.
JJ Steiner, shout out. There are also 3 inhabited residential lots. 4 Danish Drive is owned by the Friends household. 24 Buntway is owned by the Ofife of Fleff. And 58 Focaccia Place is owned by the Charpet household. Everything is François because it's supposed to be pronounced French.
It's so good.
I'm so glad that you did that because you did it flawlessly.
Perfect.
I would have been like Croissant Avenue. Okay, so I absolutely adore this town. I love it. I think it is adorable. I love that it's very Yale, Harvard aesthetic kind of vibes. There's a fucking amphitheater. Like, come on, you guys, there's an amphitheater.
Which goes with the whole, it's supposed to be with Veronaville because it's like goes along with the Shakespeare thing. I was actually looking at the names going, like,
yep. Mm-hmm.
Are some of these Shakespearean characters in the NPCs that or the I like that they kept the joke going because there aren't
That's
a lot of
amazing.
There's not a lot of people in Veronaville. When I was doing this, I was like, there's really like 3 families in Veronaville, and that's it.
Yeah,
and they're all fighting.
They all hate each other. What I like is there's not even a ton of people in the Academy Latour. So, because most of the families have like 10 teenagers. So
Right.
all those teenagers are going to be going to to the college town. So they really thought about all that, which I really like.
And I like how it's very open. Like it's very, this isn't, the college might be a bigger college, but they did it in a small town kind of. So there's lots of room. I could totally see my, like, okay, I have to walk to work now, so I'm gonna walk it's like mostly it's like there's lots of room to play slots if you want to, because you can.
Yeah, like all of the amphitheater, the student center, all of that's kind of in the center of town, and then all the dorms pretty much surround that, and the houses are outside, which that's very, to me, realistic, because if you're in the dorms, you probably don't have a car, you probably only have a bike or whatever, so you're just going to be walking or going to wherever you need to. But if you're in the houses, you probably have more like transportation. So yeah, I like it. Oh my God, I love it. Okay. Any other final thoughts?
I could see, like, this looks like the very idealized version of what, like, my upper education is going to look like. I'm going to go do my homework in the coffee shop. Then we're going to go see a play. I know some of the theater kids, so we're going to go see a play at the amphitheater and just, and then maybe you go downtown afterwards.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah, I agree with that. Okay, so now 3 Lakes.
3 Lakes came with Bon Voyage, the travel pack. It's a mountain-themed sub-neighborhood, also just like the university in downtown, so you can place it in any city. There are multiple lodges and cabins for vacation accommodation. There's also a free campground in 3 Lakes during winter. There's during winter it's not maybe the best to camp outside, but we all know that because winter is happening everywhere around the world as we speak. And the tent then does not protect cities from low temperatures, so maybe don't do that. There's also a restaurant if you have nightlife installed, otherwise it's just an empty room.
Oh boy.
Oh my God, the saddest lot.
It's just like, yeah, sure, okay, you might not have this pack, then just, it's nothing for you.
That's so passive aggressive on Maxis's part. Just like, oh, you don't have this pack? Oh, well, I guess you don't get it.
For sure. Because it's with the Bon Voyage pack, the neighborhood has some unique features, like your Sims will go there, they will learn a gesture, they will eat local delicacies, they will have a dance, different kind of massage, they have different kind of souvenirs, and all of the vacation lots or vacation worlds has a secret vacation lot, and it's in this world it's Hidden Burrow, occupied by none other than the myth, the man, the legend, Bigfoot. If you have seasons installed, they also have a different kind of seasonal progression. Remember where you could type in the different seasons you wanted in your neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
You could have summer, 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 summer. Oh, just amazing. But here it's fall,
Mm-hmm.
fall, winter, winter. And there
Only death. Nature doesn't get a chance to bloom. It's just dying and dead.
Yes. Oh my God, that's terrible.
But it's here to shape you into men, because that's what Three Lakes is all about. It's,
Oh yeah, the gesture is a chest pound. That's the gesture you learn. Okay.
Yeah, literally.
it's just flannel and beards and smelling like a foot. So there are 5 hotels. The Axewood Campgrounds, which I guess is the campgrounds, the Blau Hills Resort, the Hunter's Bedrock Inn, the Sky Vista Hotel, and 3 Lakes Cabin. There are 2 residential lots, Copper Ranch Retreat and Villa di Simoleon. There's also Secret Lot, which I already said is the Hidden Burrow, and 5 community lots, a Lumber Mill Range. What is that? Smooth Rock Spa. That doesn't sound so chest poundy, but I guess it's okay.
They massage you with rocks, so it's pretty
hot rocks.
Hot rock massage.
Probably, yeah.
So it's probably not the most relaxing. It's like, here's some rocks. There you go. Have fun.
You're relaxed after the fact because you're leaving. That's how they get you.
I survived. There's also a market, a plaza, and a park, of course. So this is very like Granite Falls. It's very,
Yes.
I would assume, Michigan-y. Would you say?
It's a little Michigan-y. It's a little upper. We're going to go to the UP. So get out your snow pants. And you remember how to build a fire, right?
Yeah. So this town is it's very fun. It's, very fishing, outdoorsy, climbing, doing camping, things of that nature. I am not that type of person. So where I would want to live would not be this. Yeah. So for me personally, I do like the aesthetic of it. I think it's cool. The range has the axe throwing or whatever, so it's cool. If you are this type of person, this is where you want to be.
I bet it smells so good though. I bet it's just pine and I bet it smells great.
And flapjacks, because that's a local delicacy. I mean, there is charboiled catfish, flapjacks, and chicken pot pie.
If it's in Vermont, there could be maple syrup all over the place.
Yeah.
It's aesthetically pleasing. It's beautiful.
Useful? The vacations aren't too useful. There's benefits from going on a vacation, but
yeah.
That's where I think Latour has you're going to college and having college experiences. You went camping.
Yeah. It's not, and the skills that you learn from me personally aren't super useful. I feel like some of the other vacation towns are a little bit more useful in that way.
I didn't go to either of these too often. Julie, do you have a strong opinion?
I'm just the fact that Académie Latour has their street names after baked goods, I think is what really sells me on that town. So
okay, cool.
We can do that. Yeah. I was split because I was like, I could see me being happy, not for a long time in either of them, but a nice place to be for a little while for both of them.
Yes, that is very true.
Okay, next round.
Oh, this is a big one. Oh, no.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Okay, the next one is...
this is going to hurt.
Veronaville versus Strangetown. So we talk about iconic. Let's start 2 of the big 3. And the first round are up against each other. So let's do Veronaville.
Okay. Oh, man, this is going to be a hot debate. All right. Should I talk about... Well, actually, I want to talk about Strangetown, so...
Okay, I'll do Veronaville. Okay, so this came with base game. The town itself is based on a European setting. It's near the north end. There's 2 very different building styles happening in Veronaville, which makes it very interesting. The side with with the caps, it's very Tudor style. All the Tudor houses. I loved looking at all the Tudor houses. On the Monty side, and it's across a lake, right? It's across a little river.
It's like a canal, I think.
Yes. They're Mediterranean villa-style homes, so stuff you would see, like, if you look at a picture of Greece, those houses look more like those with, like, and then the archways, much more Italian, Mediterranean vibes. And they did that because the two families representing the divide is across the river. You even have different building styles. The Capulets being more Northern European, Montagues being more Southern European. The Caps live on the wealthier side, English, and the Montes less prominent rural side of Italian.
The builds are so cute, though. Both of them. I know this is the one I played the most when I had Sims. When I bought it, the base game, this is the town I used the most. I broke up Romeo and Juliet in one save, and I still feel bad about it.
I don't, because in Nightlife, because you get the chemistry thing in Nightlife, they have one lightning bolt. They are one that's not, my Sims don't get married if they only have one lightning bolt. Yep. I want them to be happy. So 2 or 3.
True. Very true.
So I do not feel bad about breaking them up. I was so mad when I got Nightlife and I installed it and I was like, these bitches are like causing so much drama over one lightning bolt? No.
I always changed it. I always changed their turn on and turn offs so that they would be that they liked each other.
We're forcing this.
Yep, I would force it. So I'm obsessed with this town. It's so chaotic. I just love it. The decoration is just chaos. I mean, they have like carpets with stars in them. Like, come on, you guys. Like, it is just so cute. The builds are really cool, especially the Monty side. It has all these archways, so it just looks like open air, like it's all open air walkways. And Before Seasons was added to, when the first game came out, it's obviously summer all the time. So it really creates this atmosphere of like, perfect Mediterranean weather or whatever.
Hot and then all the time.
English, yeah. And the English side was has all the paneling and everything, and brick, and you can just see it in a little English countryside or whatever. The Summer Dream household I'm looking at right now is just chaos. They have like grape carpet and wood paneling. It's just like,
I think this actually taught me what a Tudor house was. I don't think I actually knew, and then I learned because I was like, why do all these houses look like this? So I had to go look it up to be like, oh
yeah. Yeah, and they have like a market on the Monty side that has like plants and stuff. I don't know. It's a really, really well done, well thought out neighborhood. And all of the neighborhood names, it's like, Lyric Avenue or whatever. It's all based off of kind of keeping with the theme of Shakespeare and music and stuff like that. So I really, really, really like this town. I love the canal divide, and even when you look at the neighborhood, they added like farmland on the Monty side, so it creates this like rural atmosphere. I don't know. I love Veronaville. This is going to be really hard. I would totally live there.
I will say, once you do add seasons, some of those Monty houses become a bitch to play. You're like, well, I'm going to wall this off because you put archways in absolutely everything. So we're going to pretend like there's a draft.
But you can always just have summer. Oh, it still rains though. I'm so stupid. Mm-hmm. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, that's true. So it could be like spring and summer, I guess you could do.
Spring, summer, fall, no winter.
Yeah, there you go.
They do tick a lot of the boxes. I mean, Is it fun to visit though? Because that parameter only fits for vacation worlds and like in Sims 4, I guess. When you can go between the neighborhoods.
Well, I guess, would you play the main drama? Like, would you make a sim to go into the drama, or would you play the already built story? Is there enough for you to go and add your sim into it, I guess? Like, for you to visit instead of you're playing the storyline? Would you visit? Maybe.
See, I would always just play the storyline. I never would put a sim in.
I would feel bad.
Always put sim in.
I would feel bad, be like, okay, well, enjoy this bickering that you're going to be dropped into Sim. Goodbye.
The only sim I would add would be someone for Bianca. Because she
Oh,
was like,
yeah.
I'm on a date, you know?
And you're like, you deserve it.
Yeah. Man, that's gonna be tough. Okay, so let's talk about Strangetown. Strangetown is a desert town with a spaceship that you cannot get to, but there's a spaceship and there's a rock that has, it looks like Will, oh god, what's his name? Will, the creator of The Sims. Oh my god, I totally forgot his name. Will Wright, thank you. I wanted to say Will Wheaton. God,
I want to
Marissa,
say
okay.
Will Ferrell.
They can all come. It'll be a Will party.
Hello, Wills. Will Wright. So it has 9 residential lots, 5 are inhabited, Beaker, Spectre, Smith, Curious, and Grant. 4 are uninhabited. It's 2 community lots. And I think just the freaking best thing is that the name are totally on theme, the names of all the towns, or the names of all the lots. So the 1 Tesla Court is owned by the Beaker family. 13 Dead End Lane is owned by the Spectre family. Come on. 101 Road to Nowhere is owned by the Smiths, and they are the Alien family.
Road to Nowhere is my favorite. I love that name so much. Just, you're going to take a left on the Road to Nowhere? Excuse me?
Yeah. And it's like literally their house is at the very end, which does just lead off to nowhere. It goes off the map that you can't see. So it totally looks like a road to nowhere. 2 Cover Up Road is owned by the Curious family. And the 51 Road to Nowhere is owned by the Grant family. And that's another just off into the distance. All of the other residential lots are also called Road to Nowhere, and as well as the community lots. So this town is just the right amount of chaotic energy that I need in Sims 2. There's a huge crater in there. If you look at the pictures that I attached you guys, like the lots, the pictures on SimWiki just are so perfect.
The scaffolding of like, it's a 1-story home, but technically it's 5 stories. And you're like, excuse me? Oh, we built a building.
It's insane. So the Curious family, they live just on one floor, which I didn't even realize until you said that. But yeah, they only live on one floor. Everything else is just all fencing and stairs to go up to a telescope at the very top.
And we don't have a picture of it, but the overview of their house, if you look down on it, it's bonkers, the inside of that house, because I think the bathroom is what is the shape of a stop sign?
Like a hexagon or something?
Yeah, it's not a normal bathroom shape. It's a weird ass shape. The whole thing is you're looking at it from the top going, is this supposed to be a hidden message? It might be a hidden message, I'm not kidding.
Yeah, for sure. And the what do they call it? The Beaker family, their house looks like a chess piece to me. All the community lots are just totally random and have a bunch of detail.
A random church.
Yeah,
you can't get into.
Yeah. I absolutely love the depth of the neighbors, the Sims that you can play. This is another one where I don't really create a Sim. I usually play the Curious family, and I've actually played where I found Bella Goth, the fake Bella Goth, ends up moving in with the Curious family, and she's their amazing eclectic roommate. So I love Strangetown. I absolutely adore it. I love the Spectre family. All the grave, it has all these cool graves in her lot that are a bunch of funny names and stuff like that, just to add to the chaos of it. I don't know. I love Strangetown. When Strangerville came out, I was a little disappointed, but I love the energy of it, oh man, I don't know. What do you guys think? My only thing is, if I would not personally want to live there just because I hate the desert.
Absolutely not. No, but also okay, the drama happening in some of the other towns, it's voluntary. The drama happening in this town, it's because somebody trapped you in a basement and is doing experiments on you, or an alien abducted you and now you're pregnant. It's not I chose to have an affair. Oh no, it's I'm abducted and now I'm pregnant and I don't know what to do. The house is already too much. So I wouldn't want to personally be in this town. That's my main thing against this strange town is no thank you.
You know, and now that you say that, I'm like, that's my main thing for wanting to be there because it's just chaos. Like, that makes it more fun.
I will say that they really went like in on it with the builds. Like they really went there with the strange aesthetic. They wanted to really like capture like a town that's off the rails, too much chemtrails over a strange town.
They didn't care if it looked pretty. It's not like that.
Yeah.
That weird Curious Brother house is not meant to look pretty. They were like, we just need to get closer to the stars. So we built to go height, not to make it look cool. So it ends up looking real weird because that was the whole point of it. It was meant to look weird. So yeah, they did do that.
Yeah. And the Smith house like totally stands out because it has a green lawn and everything else is desert. But they're just like the ideal family or whatever, even though it's like an alien dad and a like human mom. Oh, I don't know, you guys. This might be controversial. I think my vote's gonna go to Strange Town just because I just adore Strange Town. I love it, but I feel like I'm gonna be the only one who thinks this.
Mine will be Veronaville on the main factor of like when we brought up the aesthetics of stuff. My main thought was like, but I never want to be in Strange Town. I don't ever want to be, I don't want to be an NPC in Strange Town because it might not end up good for me because I'm not doing the experiments. So that'll mean I'll be the one being experimented on. So I think I'm going to go with Veronaville for the houses, the aesthetics of both sides. I'm a sucker for and also like the houses are very usable in Veronaville too. So when you wanted to add people,
true,
the houses were very like, it wasn't like, well, there's just a lot of 1-bedroom things and I like making families. So now I got to like add stuff. There was plenty of space in those houses to do what you wanted. So I think I'm going to go with Veronaville.
I'm sorry. I'm also going to go with Veronaville.
Oh.
Yeah, I knew I was going to lose.
I didn't expect
it.
No, but I just like, when I think of Sims 2, I just think Veronaville. I just think that lush greenery is like, it gets me. It has like this little rain cloud. When you go in, it's like a little rainbow. It just makes my heart. Also, Shakespeare, got it.
It's true. Yeah.
Sorry.
When I was a child, I definitely played Veronaville more, like when I first got The Sims 2. So I 100% agree Veronaville should be the winner. I'm sure all of our listeners are like, Marissa, you crazy person, you played Strange Town. But I just had to vote for it because I had to put all the people who love Strange Town too.
And like there's a reason like it kind of got like a revamp in Sims 4. It's because it is a favorite, and it's just because in the first round it went up against another one of the Mega 3. Like there's 3, everybody, if you played Sims 2, you definitely played with at least 3 towns, and 2 of them are up in the first round, and that's the only reason is the big hitters. Like, could you imagine, like, yeah, it's the only reason. And I don't want to live there. No thank you.
Yeah, I think that's like the biggest thing. Like, who wants to live in that arid wasteland? Sorry, everyone who lives in Arizona, New Mexico, and parts of Texas. Sorry. Anyway, okay, so our next round, dun dun dun, Pleasant View versus River Blossom Hills.
Oh, this is okay. This one's gonna be
tough.
Okie doke. I can go River Blossom.
Okay. I can do Pleasant, but you all know. Let's be real. Does she even need to be introduced? Pleasant View, Sims 2 base game. Peak suburbia is what this brand is on purpose. Pleasant View actually has many different districts and areas. So the Sims wiki kind of was like, if you put the river at the bottom half of the screen, here's what. So there's a trailer park area where Brandy Broke lives. There's and then there's an isolated wooded area that has like that weird shack that you can only see if you rotated the map around, which I didn't know you could do for a long time in Sims 2. That was like, I can move the map. Oh my god. Yeah. There's a condo area that has where the Caliente sisters and Lothario live. And then there's a bunch of large suburban houses. So like a bunch of like good size houses with multiple rooms. And then there's the really fancy area with the big mansions that the goth house and there's two empty large houses. And then there's also the Pleasant View house up there too. There's 22 residential lots. 6 are inhabited, and it blew my mind. There's only 6. With all the drama happening in Sims 2, my brain could not comprehend that there's only 6 families when you start. I was like, really? So you got Lothario, Caliente, Dreamer, Goth, Pleasant, and Broke. And 6 uninhabited. So they range from mansion to trailer park. 4 community lots. There's a pool, shopping area, groceries, and there is plenty of space to put down more additional lots and community if you so choose. There's lots of room.
And everyone's invited.
Yes. This is like the queen of cities in Sims. They have all the hard hitters, the Lothario, the Goth, the Pleasant, the Broke. I mean, they have everyone.
I was putting my notes in and I was literally like, there's only 6? But it feels like there's like so much happening in this area, but there's only 6 families. Like, I think there's like not even 20 Sims total. And I was like, but there's so much going on. It's so
there's
much.
So much lore.
Much drama.
So much drama. Oh, that's what we love Sims too. Yes. I mean, and even like the way it's set up. So the condo area, all of the condos have the same aesthetic. So it very much looks like a, condo area.
They're all
like what
white. They have, you can put stuff on the roofs, party on the roof if you want.
Yeah, or the Lothario, the hot tub on the roof.
Because like even when I was placing down lots, like I would be like, well, I can't put this house here because it wouldn't fit what's happening in this area. So I need to put this house over here so it fits. There's a structure to this town that I love.
Yes, me too. Oh gosh, yeah, the Goth house is super nice. Even all because there's 16 uninhabited lots, so the rest of the lots are pretty well built out. I mean, they don't have a ton of furniture in them, which is fine because you want them to be relatively cheap and you want to kind of put your own spin on it.
The one house you put here under the Goth house, I always use that because like sometimes my Sims, they would get that 6 kid want. And that's the lot I would use, like, if I had to move them, because there's so many rooms in that house. Like, there's all the houses, like, some of the houses seem like they're older, and, like, because, like, they made the rooms smaller, and some of the houses seemed more, like, the Pleasant house was way more modern than, like, the other house. Like, they built the houses to accommodate, like, well, an older house would have smaller rooms, because you needed to keep heat in, so it felt like. So, like, they adapted it a lot, and there was a lot of, and, like, the condos are very open. The first floor in the condos are like there's the living room area and the kitchen and then there's upstairs and that's how condos are. It's like every house is very specific.
Yes, and the house that I put at the very end, that's not the condo. That's the house I used a lot for a starter sim. You guys remember, like, the door was kind of on the side and it had a big open window. It was just one story, but it just had like a double story window. Yeah, I love Pleasant View. I love the Pleasant house. Sometimes when I was over Daniel and Mary Sue's drama, I would just kick them all out, and I would just redecorate the Pleasant house because it's really well done. It has a big pool. Yeah, I really love this neighborhood.
After we did the Mary Sue episode, and I realized like, oh, high school me was a little too judgy on Mary Sue. I split next time I was able to play Sims 2, I was like, you know what? Daniel's gonna cheat on her, and then she's gonna kick him out because she just Daniel and Angela moved to a different house, and I think that's the house I moved them to. And she and Lilith stayed together, and I was like, this is how it's gonna go because this is probably how it should have been because she didn't deserve that. So we're gonna do it this way.
You did a little redemption arc for yourself.
I did. I realized I didn't. There were some standards I was trying to uphold that maybe we don't care about anymore. So we're going to fix it.
It's all internalized misogyny.
I'm very sorry.
Women deserve better.
You do.
Yes.
I did have Angela go with the dad, though, because I felt like that was an Angela Pleasant move. Lilith wouldn't go.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Lilith is a feminist. She's like, fuck you, dad.
Yeah, she would respect her mom like a little bit more after it. Yeah. There was a story I was making.
Exactly.
I love it though.
That's the vibe. That's totally the vibe. Usually what I would do is I had the girls just move to college right away, and then I had them divorce, and I had Mary Sue get the big house all to herself, and she would have friends and parties and run around, and Danny would be off in a condo somewhere sad and alone.
I had Angela and Dustin break up eventually, but I had Lilith and Darren is it Darren? No, the Dirk. Lilith and Dirk actually make it because they actually
have the same thing.
Well, Angela was obviously just going after like the bad boy to get some attention. Like, let's be real.
Yes, yep, to get some attention. And Derek's actually the good kid. Mm-hmm. So and Lilith too. She's actually like a nice kid. She just hates her stupid family, which I mean, fair.
Let's face it.
We all did when this came out. It was the early 2000s. You were a tween living.
Alrighty, cool. So, River Blossom Hills. Are we ready?
Yes. I am ready. Let's go, bitches. This was introduced in Sims 2 seasons. There are many of the lots are concerned with concepts and additions from like seasons. There are more expensive lots, and they have greenhouses. They really like worked in their new features, and there's also some more rural areas. Or this is the more rural area of Sim Nation. I'm sorry. When the neighborhood is first played, every inhabited house except for the Greenman family is in the midst of winter and under heavy snow. So it's like really beautiful and snowy. It's all looking like a goddamn dream. And because this is the first expansion pack that introduced seasons, and it was a revelation when it came, they have the like normal or very like common seasonal progression, which is no summer. We got a cat. Sorry. So they actually don't have summer. They have winter, spring, autumn, fall, and winter, which is very much Sweden a couple of years ago, but now global warming.
Oh, damn. I had no idea there was summer in this.
No, me neither. I was like, okay, they have the normal seasonal progression, and then I reread. I was like, no. It's double winter and no summer. There are 20 residential lots. There are 6 inhabited by the Greenmen, the McGregor, the Van, Viejo, Roth, and Omaki. And then there are 14 uninhabited because math. There are 3 community lots. And yeah, I mean, the greenhouses are amazing. I think I played this one the most when it came out because I was like, what, there's snow? You can play in the snow?
I'm looking at this. Yes. I'm looking at this greenhouse and thinking of some of your builds that you make now, Julia, and I'm seeing maybe something that was internalized when you were younger that now goes into your builds.
Oh my god, you're right. One of the builds I did for Island Living.
Yeah, the Greenman house. Yep.
Yeah, that's amazing. I'm gonna do a whole greenhouse now. Watch me stream every Wednesday.
Yeah, I'm looking at this too, and yeah, man, I loved the Greenman house. I played this one probably the most. Has a freaking tree. It was the lot that had the plant sim, if you guys don't remember. But yeah, this lot, what I really like about this neighborhood is that it's very on trend, very on theme, very farmhouse aesthetic. Lots of the lots have greenhouses. Since there's double winter, you kind of need to. The community lots are kind of barn inspired or, farming community inspired.
It feels like they were playing more with landscaping with this too. I felt like they got more used to their own landscaping abilities. There's more lake just randomly in places. Like there's a pond here and some trees and nature.
One of the community lots has like a big roller coaster. Oh my god, roller rink. I don't know. As far as the lore goes, I don't think the lore is there compared to Pleasant View. Let's be real. No. The neighborhood isn't as dynamic, I would say, as Pleasant View. My only tick for River Blossom is that it, I would say, is a little bit more aesthetically pleasing, just because I don't find suburbia very aesthetically pleasing.
And like there's not as many houses, but like looking at the picture of the lot, there is a ton of room to add lots here. Like there's a there's ziggy zaggy road that lets you put more lots on available. Like it looks, you can do a lot with, and put big lots down so you can do more farming type things.
Yeah, which is what you want. Like you want to be able to add. I mean, these neighborhoods are just the base, and then you add to it. I don't know. I mean, I think we would have a coup on our hands if we said that River Blossom Hills won out over Pleasant View. But what do you guys think?
I'm gonna say River Blossom just because fuck the status quo. I got time for drama. I'm out here farming with my double winter. I'm just like, fuck all that shit. Don Lothario ain't shit. I'm just gonna be here. I'm just gonna grow my little plants. I'm just gonna rock it. My cock out. Can I say that?
We have an explicit rating. It's fine. I'm going to come in with, I am a messy bitch who loves drama. And as much as I don't want to be a part of it, I would love to be like, oh, he cheated on you, Mary? Oh, no. Yeah, can I have just some creamer in that? Thank you so much. Oh, that's so sad for you. With the maid? And I definitely didn't hear that she's hooking up with Don Lothario, too. Like, I love me some drama. So that is part of the, I'm like, it's Pleasant View. It's Pleasant View. Like, it's the town. It's the neighborhood. So, yeah.
I'm the same. I'm also a messy bitch. So we got to do Pleasant View. But River Blossom Hills, if you had been up against anyone else, like you probably would have won. Sorry.
Any of the college towns, maybe. But that's not how your dice rolled.
Yeah, sorry about it, boo. So Pleasant View wins that round. Twiggy Island versus Blue Water Village.
Oh my goodness gracious. Twiggy Islands. It's from Bon Voyage. Oui, it's a beach place. It's very Hawaii. It's very beautiful. It's an island and you go here on vacation. It's great. So it's a tropical themed sub-neighborhood that appears with Bon Voyage. It is a romantic destination with a beautiful scenery. It is the largest of the 3 vacation destinations, and there are many community lots here, mainly beaches. There's also, like, we got some new terrain for beach lots, blah, blah, blah. And their locals are usually charismatic, playful, and outgoing, and it gives visiting this island gives a slight 2+ attraction point to a sim. So you can always, hook up here with someone you only have one thing with. So Romeo and Juliet, this is for you.
Everybody's prettier in Hawaii.
Truth. It's the truth. So also because this is a vacation lot, they also have local unique features like a gesture, which is hang loose, the kimosabe. And they have some local delicacies and a dance, some massage, also hot stones, souvenirs. Which is
we cannot escape the stones.
We cannot. They just throw hot stones at you when you travel.
This is how far Bigfoot goes to deliver these stones. He takes them all over the world.
He is so ripped. He walks on the water.
He swims. That's how he gets that. That's how you get those abs.
It's true.
Yeah, there you go.
Full body workouts.
It's the butterfly all the way across the ocean.
With a little backpack with the stones. The secret vacation lot is a mysterious hut, which is occupied by a witch doctor.
What?
Yes. The seasonal progression is summer, 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 summer. So it's not like River Blossom.
Summer, summer, winter, summer.
On Twiggy Islands, there are only 4 hotels, which is weird because it's the largest vacation place. But okay. So it's the Blossomwood Hotel, the Double Palm Resort, I forgot a vowel here. The Potter House, the Pitter House, the bungalows.
Could be
anything.
And
the main
That's the final
vowel
picture. Yeah, it's like a giant bungalow.
Ah, yes. And the Twiggy Beach Hotel. There are 2 residential lots, the Brickstone Chateau and the Brickstone Retreat. and there are 7 community lots. So there's ancient ruins, the Fruitville Village, majestic ruins of John Bok the Fourth, Seawater, Beach Paradise, South End Beach, Twiggy Beach, Boardwalk, and White Sand Hot Springs.
Turns out Sims 4 could, because this is Island Living.
Yes. I mean, it is. It's like they did Snowy Escape, and so you have the onsen bath looks the same.
The Witch Doctor is intriguing to me. I don't think I've actually been here.
You've never been here?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I've been
or at least
here
I never found the witch. The witch. What does the Witch Doctor do? Is it like the gypsy?
It's a dude. You have to repair all his stuff, and he gives you a voodoo doll.
True.
Which mischievous Marissa has done a couple of times as a child, so, you know.
Feels like, okay, you can just fix this for me, and then I'm just going to give you a doll that does nothing, but I'm going to tell you it's a voodoo doll, and hopefully you think that's okay.
That's how you get cash from stupid tourists.
I like the look of this, actually.
I love this world.
Yeah,
my Sims would always go here. Like, they have a pirate ship. They have, like, beaches, which was a new thing back then because we hadn't played Sims 3 yet and been blown away.
Because
I love the food. Like, the Maui ribs.
Food looks good. Because I don't, and, like, the hang loose is a much better, like, thing to get. The hula dance is cool. Because, like, my Sims 2 experience is mostly, I spent most of my time in Sims 2 just having nightlife and the main pack. And then eventually I got apartment life. And then that's all I had for years. And all of a sudden, when Sims 2, when they were giving out the complete collection of Sims 2, I got all of it at once. So the vacation worlds, I got everything at the same time. So I'm like, oh, I forget that I can go on vacation now because I couldn't do that before.
Right. Yeah.
So this is one I had not been to.
So I love the vacation worlds. Yeah, I love this pack. I really like this pack. I really like all the stuff you can do with it. It's not my favorite vacation pack, so I'm a little bit biased towards the other one, if you know. But this one is very cool. Like, I love the Hawaiian vibe of it. I love that there's, like, very small little areas you can vacation in, but also, like, big bungalows, depending on the vibe you're going for. Yeah, one of the lots has a freaking, like, pirate ship on it. Like,
yeah.
And they have ruins and stuff, so it's pretty cool.
Blue Water Village.
Alrighty. Blue Water Village. Blue Water Village is pretty cool. It came with Open for Business, which I really liked that expansion pack.
Yeah, it's a cool expansion.
Yeah, it's another sub-neighborhood like downtown, so you can throw it into, you know, any neighborhood. Mm-hmm. It has 7 pre-created families. 5 already have homes, and 2 are in the family bin. It doesn't have a long neighborhood story because it's just meant for residents to make money and expand their business. So there's not too much lore. I mean, I guess the land grab is probably like the biggest lore in this area.
And Tinker came back for Sims 4 and Eco Living.
Oh, yeah.
Completely different, but they're back. The name is back.
Yeah, they're like not even remotely the same, but there you go.
There was one chick in here who, because they tried to showcase that you could live in the same house that you were building in. So one lady owns like a flower shop for half of it, and the other half is her house. And I really liked, that was my favorite. I had 2 favorite lots. There's that one and this giant purple weirdness that is this one house at the bottom. Because like it's a huge house and it is light purple.
And also like a little yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yep. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, pretty much there's just a shit ton of, there's 23 community lots, and most of them are just unowned businesses. They're just empty businesses that your sim can buy. But this is where you meet the land grabs. They own a residential lot together with families, Tinker, Ramirez, Jacques, and De La Rosa. I don't know. I'm not good at names. It's a very large neighborhood. It has tons of space. It's by the water. I mean, it's a pretty cool neighborhood. The houses are very well built. There's a lot of detail, like trees and fences and stuff like that built into them. My only thing is the community lots aren't well built out, but I think that's because they want you to they just want it to be as cheap as possible so you, the player, can build up as much
adjust
as
them.
you want. Yeah. But the ones that are built up, like the restaurant and the gym, those are very well done. So I get it. I get the vibe. There's like a toy shop that has a giant like ninja on top of it. Like it's pretty cool. The Victorian house is really cool. It's like pink and has some yellow. Because one of the things that came with Blue Water or with Open for Business is the like Victorian elements, and so there's a lot of new. I think maybe even like a new roof style was introduced, if I remember correctly. A ton of new paint and carpets. So as an expansion pack, it was really, really good. I just don't know about the neighborhood. Like, really, at the end of the day, like, where do you want to live?
I was sitting here thinking, like, I loved Open for Business as the pack. I like how they dealt with you owning a business. I think if you could pick and choose which Sims 2 packs to get, this would be a necessary one. This town, I don't feel like you need to add it to all your neighborhoods. Unless you need more space. Unless you're running out of available room.
Yeah, I do like, though, that which I wish they did in The Sims 4, but remember how you could make just like a little ticket booth and you could add it to a lot and then they had to pay to go in? So it could be anything you wanted. Yeah, and they had to pay to go in. That's how you made your money. I wish they freaking bought that to Sims 4. That was the best idea. It's very
because like you could add it to nightclubs. Like it's a toll to get in, or like a movie theater. You could do, especially with the movie pack. Like that would have been a good addition to do in there. Yeah,
even gyms, like everything in Sims 4. It's you just have to sell commodities, and it's like, but what if you want to sell experiences? Anyway,
we're here to have a good time.
Yeah, like think about like a rock climbing gym. You could have a rock climbing gym in The Sims 4 if they just added the freaking ticket booth. Anyway.
But yeah, as much as I love Open for Business, this world was like, it's not one that I needed to add to my, like downtown I felt like I had to add for my Sims experiences. This one I don't feel like my Sims have to have it. Because they can always just open a business in their own lot. So why?
That's what I was thinking too. Yeah.
I think you're 100% right. Like, I think the Open for Business expansion pack is probably one of the top expansion packs, but this neighborhood isn't really anything special. It's just a regular neighborhood. So I think Tweaky Island can win this one. I don't think there's going to be too much.
Yes.
Yeah.
No contest.
Sim State University came with Sims 2 University. It's a sub-neighborhood, so one of the ones you can add. This one is supposed to, it lines up exactly with Pleasant View, but it can be linked with any neighborhood. All the residential lots are named after a nut. So you got Peanut Street. Oh, Crumple Bottom Drive. That's a nut? Crumple Bottom? Is that a nut?
No. See, I wrote, now Crumple Bottom isn't a nut, but she's a tough... I wanted to say she's a little bit nuts, but I don't know if that's appropriate. So I'm just going to say she's a tough nut to crack.
She's a tough nut to crack. Almond Road. I didn't read that far. I reacted before I read. There are 5 dormitories. The land grab house. Oh, so even though we weren't introduced to the land grabs until... were they not in Sims 1? I don't know enough to...
I do not remember.
So land grab... Pine Nut Plaza, Sim State, Trivar House, and Yurley Osha Cham House. So that's like a sorority. Then we got there's 11 community lots. There's a University Way, miscellaneous stuff can be bought there. It's also a bar, a coffee house, a gym, lounge, quad, park. Old Sim State's tower, there's like 2 towers that are just like high. That's all they're just so you can go up. And Student Union University Way Shop. One of these things I know, like they put all the band stuff so you can sit there and jam with people. Like I think it's the Student Union, but you can like start a band. There's only 1 inhabited lot, and that's 20 Peanut Street, owned by the Bright household. These are nice boxes.
Yeah,
the dorms really are boxy. This is horrible looking.
Yeah, the only redeeming thing about this neighborhood, to be honest, is the quad. The quad looks really cool because it literally looks like when you think of a university quad, That's what it is. So this is pretty traditional, but I mean, like looking at this, it's not as well laid out as Academia de la Torre. I did not say that right. Sorry.
No.
It's not as well laid out. The residential lots are right next to dorms and this and that. It's just kind of hodgepodge. One of the community lots is like way far away from everything else. So
we don't want to be invited to this party.
Yeah. I mean, the houses are well done. I mean, it's not like it's badly built or anything. It's just kind of basic.
It is basic.
It's very
There's
basic.
Yeah.
I'm assuming this is one of the sorority houses that's like looks really cool. It's got the wraparound porch and everything.
Yeah.
Like that's a cool lot, but like a lot of the community lots are not that interesting. I never understood the point of the towers. I think one of them the secret society is in, but I'm not sure which one. I think that was the point of it, but I never spent too long in there.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know, basic. All right, La Fiesta Tech. So it says it's I don't know, it's a sub neighborhood, obviously, blah blah blah. So this goes with Strangerville or Strangetown, sorry. This goes with Strangetown. It's desert. It has the dormitories, Greek houses, community lots, restaurants, and libraries. There is pre-made houses and Sims if you don't want to make one. There is a residential lot named Aridestra Drive. Sorry, that took me a second. Land Lane
we can't
and Dusty
read.
Drive. No.
We're struggle busing this morning. Yes.
Canyon Commons, Desert Dormitory, Fiesta Hall Oasis, Orsha Hava Fraternity, I don't know, and Tri from University Sorority. There is a gym, corner market, swim center, student union, shopping center, library, cafe, plaza, lounge. There are 2 uninhabited lots, and then there's the Paradigms, which is the lot that's actually occupied, and they have a band. There's literally a drum set on their roof. It's pretty cool.
Do you think Fiesta Hall is probably the most boring hall to be in? Do you think it's either the party one or the one that's yeah, nothing ever. It's a boring. You don't want to be in that dorm. Nothing ever happens. It's all the graphic arts. It's all the graphic art students stressing about their projects. That's all it is.
I love it. Yeah, and I don't remember off the top of my head. I have to look at Sims Wiki, but I would say the architecture is much more dynamic in this one.
Yes, they got to play a lot with They played a lot with windows. That I'm just even comparing the two, the dorm rooms. The other dorm rooms looks like a prison almost. It looks
they
do.
You're trapped in there. And then these ones, the windows are all open. There was they tried to be, I think because it's supposed to be a tech field, they tried to give it a more modern look, which works well when you can only build in squares. The modern look works really well with that.
I agree. This university town is very dynamic. It's very cool. Even the color scheme, they did a lot of, oranges and browns and grays to kind of blend in with the desert, which I thought was really well done. There's not any bright blue or bright green houses or whatever that's going to stand out to and look bad with the aesthetic. So I think that aesthetically pleasing, definitely La Fiesta Tech wins. More fun to visit. I mean, it just seems like there's a little bit more to do here. So I would say more fun to visit for sure. Again, though, when I live here, I hate the desert. So that's my only thing that I'm not sure.
Well, you can go home every summer. You wouldn't be there. You would. You get to go
here
home
for college.
Ooh, that's a really good point. Okay, so what do you guys think?
I think La Fiesta Tech is more interesting.
Yeah.
I agree. Okay, La Fiesta Tech wins. I don't think there's going to be any issue with that.
No contest.
Yay, alrighty.
Julia, if you have an opinion, keep it to yourself.
No more opinions. Round closed.
We have a couple more introductory ones because things don't work out cleanly for us. So it's going to be downtown versus Takamizu Village? Julia? Takamizu?
I would assume.
Like tiramisu, but Takamizu?
Yeah.
This is where my sim almost died.
No.
So maybe I have lingering feelings towards this.
Feelings. This is going to be a hard one, though.
This is gonna be so hard, honestly. Like,
These
I
next couple are going to
adore
be...
downtown, but oh man, yeah, this is gonna be hard. So, Julia, do you want to introduce this village?
Sure.
Because you can say the names.
So Takemisu village is from Bon Voyage. It is a sub-neighborhood and a vacation spot. It's a Far East themed because this was very popular in the early 2000s. If you watch movies and you watch stuff, like, it's very much inspired by like the Western view of Far Eastern, what it would be. Also, the Far East is very Far East in accordance with what. Anyway, so it's a vacation destination. It's the smallest of the 3 vacation destinations. It has many, oh my god, Oriental community. I just copied this from Wiki. I'm just going to say it has many different kinds of community lots that fits into a certain stereotype about certain places. Okay. Some community lots are pagodas. Pagodas? Pagodas? Oh, it's the... Yeah. The Takemisu Pagoda and Market or Zen Garden. Or no, sorry. Oh my god, I'm messing up. Okay. There are many community lots, are pagodas, like the Takemisu Pagoda and Market. And or Takemisu Village Hot Springs, so we're hot springs again. Others are mostly parks. There are some parks, a Zen Garden, and there is a tea table. Ninjas sometimes appear, and they can teleport. Sorry, I made that really badly. I'm so sorry.
It's all
It's
good.
like it's Japanese inspired. It's Chinese inspired. It's just a mess.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still beautiful, and I love to be there. So the gesture is, of course, a bow. And there are some local delicacies like ramen, steamed rice bowl, and chirashi. There's a dance, acupressure, not stones this time, thank God. There's some souvenirs, and the secret vacation lot is Pagoda in the Shadows, which is occupied by the wise old man. The seasonal progression, if you have seasons, is spring, spring, fall, fall. So there's no summer. I guess this is because in spring we have cherry blossoms and in fall we have ginkgo trees. And I say we because I am there. Kidding.
It's really my most ideal. If it could just be spring, spring, fall, fall, and we could skip the extremes, that'd be fine with me. That's my ideal.
Yes. Very nice. There are 4 hotels: the Flaming Dragon, the Jade's Exclusive Villa, Steaming Dragon Hotel, and Takemisu Village Resort. 2 residential lots: the Green Thick Manor and Pearl Mist Estate. The secret lot is the Pagoda in the Shadows. There are 5 community lots: the Immortal Zen Garden, Lucky Shrine Park, Takemisu Padoga. I hate that word now. And there's a market and a hot spring. I got it. And there's a food mart. So,
yeah, oh my god, I love this town so much. This is where I always vacationed. Just because the builds are very dynamic. I like that you can learn karate or whatever. You can learn from the ninja. That's the secret.
Out of all the things you can learn from the different lots, this one, like, teleporting is really, like, that's the peak. Like, how you can't do better than teleporting.
I agree. That's why I always visited this one, because I wanted to learn how to teleport.
Same. That's what's before. We can just shift click.
Aesthetically pleasing, I would say this wins.
This is prettier than the downtown. I will give you that.
Yeah, definitely more, especially like downtown. It's all gray and fucking like gross and city. Like,
but it
sorry
lights
if you
up
love
at
cities,
night. But it lights up at night. True. The vampires like their dark colors.
They sure do. They need them.
Yeah. Fun to visit though. Definitely downtown wins. Most useful downtown. Most played. I don't know. I think it depends on how often you went on vacation or went downtown.
Yeah, downtown. True. I play more downtown for
more
sure.
Travel.
Where would I want to live though? Definitely.
I'm gonna have to learn the language, and I don't know if I.
But it's Simlish, so it's fine.
That's true.
It's universal.
That's true. Yeah.
We're all speaking Simlish. Downtown is my vote for sure for me. Downtown is where my heart lives. It's one of my OTPs as far as one true parking spot.
I agree. I think downtown has to win. Like, this is gorgeous. This is gorgeous. It's great to visit, but I think, to win as best neighborhood, downtown has to win. It's just way more useful.
Yes.
And it
there's also too much racist subtext here.
Yeah.
to let it win.
Yeah,
Like,
you're
the steaming
right.
dragon, there's ninjas, it's Orient. Oh my god. It's
like
disgusting.
three lakes dodges that because it's Midwesterny.
That's not like a person's culture is fishing. You know what I mean? Like, that's just a hobby of people.
All the dudes on Tinder are crying now, Marissa. How dare you?
that one lumberjack that I watch cut wood often is very offended on TikTok. And you know who I'm talking about. If you're on TikTok, you know who that one lumberjack is. He's beautiful.
Oh my god, I love it.
Downtown is victorious.
Some of these I just feel bad about where they got placed, because like if the villages were, if all of the three places were put together, maybe this one. No, I think actually the island one would have won for me.
Or like, maybe 3 lakes for me. It's the flapjacks for me.
All right, next one is La Fiesta Tech versus Belladonna Cove.
I'll do Belladonna.
Ooh, yeah, so Belladonna Cove.
I didn't know that this went this hard before. So because as I said, I got all of them, all the packs I didn't have like in one get go, except for a couple. In Apartment Life, I kind of just ignored Belladonna Cove, but this is the last neighborhood they added to the game, and they went hard. This is a huge neighborhood. The neighborhood contains apartment lot. Also, introduced apartments done correctly. This is how apartments should have been done. There's spiral staircases. I love this pack. There's also witches. Like, this pack has everything. It was built for me. Love it so much. There are 19 residential lots. There's 4 inhabited, Green, Cordial, Contender, Rutherford, 15 uninhabited, but also there's 14 apartment buildings with 4 to 7 apartments each. So that you can just stuff Sims in there, just stuff them in. And there's still room to add houses that you want. And there's 16 community lots, 19 residential lots, 16 community lots. This is huge. And like, they did the same thing they did with Pleasant View, where they spaced it out. Like this, there's a trailer park area, and there's like actual trailer, like it looks like trailer parks, but I think it's technically an apartment, but they trailer parked it. And so they did like, these are apartments, these are like fancy ass apartments over at the top with the mansions, like with a helicopter pad, and here's the low level apartments and like the mid-range stuff, and like I love this town. I think it's great. They went hard for their last one.
I agree.
Look at the townhomes.
They totally went hard. You have everything. You have the city, you have the suburbs, you have the more rural area, you have the suburban area, the rich area. They basically checked every type of apartment or condo you can have. So they have like the Painted Ladies, which is called Bella's Bells or Bella's Beauties or whatever, but they're painted ladies like in San Francisco. You have the grungy city apartment. You have trailer park. You have like beautiful Vista San Diego inspired apartments. You have freaking like glass tower apartments with the cactus. It's just like, it basically just said, like, just throw every aesthetic. We don't care. Throw every climate. We don't care. Throw it all in there. They have tons of parks.
There's also a huge-ass statue of Bella Goth holding a plum bob. I don't know what else you need from a town.
Like literally, we are Bella.
Nothing.
Like, yeah.
And there's some drama happening in town, because I think one of the guys in the penthouse, he divorced his wife. Like, he was married to a woman, and like he wanted an heir, and she was like, I don't want that. So they got a divorce, and he adopted his heir. And like so like she's now living somewhere else because she lost all the money because there's a prenup, and so she's like, well, I'm just gonna have some fun, and he's happily raising an adopted child that he adopted and stuff. There isn't there's 2 smaller there's a single dad with a kid and a single mom, and they're on different levels of the same apartment building, and the dad is crushing on the single mom. So like you could move forward with that if you wanted to. And so like there's just like, so what about the hot dad upstairs? So there's a lot of that happening.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's witches too, so that's cool.
And witches.
Why they put witches in an apartment, just I don't get it, but
went
that's fine.
hard.
Yeah, this pack
They
went
literally
hard.
just chucked everything. Yeah. They're like, just everything. Everything, it's the last pack, screw it, everything goes in there.
Because I guess like the witches in this pack were kind of how mermaids were in Island Living. Like they're not as fleshed out as they could have been, but I'm happy they're there, kind of a thing. So, because like I think
that's
two
fair.
of the also I think I was reading on the Sims wiki that a lot of the families in this town there's a mirror to Pleasant View, because there's like two sisters who like met some witches, and one's going to be an evil witch and one's going to be a good witch.
Yeah,
and their house is a little bit set up like the Pleasant View house. So it's like there
two
was some
aesthetics. Yeah,
I really love this neighborhood.
I agree. My vote, if it's going up against La Fiesta Tech, my vote's Belladonna Cave, just because there's so much more. And it's a little, like, unfair to compare the two, but, like, aesthetically pleasing, like, this definitely has a little bit of everything you need. Playable, I mean, hello, Belladonna Cave is way more playable than La Fiesta Tech. Like, has so much to it. So, and the apartments are it for me. Like, it comes down to the apartments. So, I don't know. What do you guys think?
Belladonna Cove.
Same.
Yeah, slam dunk.
Same.
Alrighty, cool. So, Belladonna Cave wins that. So, now the next round.
We already did downtown. So, it's going to be Three Lakes versus Veronaville. And now it's going to start getting faster.
Yeah.
Belladonna Cove.
It's Veronaville for me, I would assume.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, no.
Yeah.
No, it's Academia La Tour versus Veronaville. But I think, obviously, Veronaville wins.
Three Lakes did not win.
I wrote down the wrong thing. My bad.
That's okay. I mean, yeah, Veronaville wins. Even though I like that, Academia La Tour has the, like, vibe or whatever, like, hello, Veronaville. Like, go.
I like that
it wins.
Yeah. I like that they got matched up. Like, you two belong together. Moving on.
Oh, true. Croissant, you got nothing on Veronaville. I'm sorry.
It's like if you compared, like, do you want this cupcake or do you want this whole cake?
Yes, yep, exactly.
They're the same flavor. I'm just going to take the whole cake.
Yes, that's it. Okay, so next round is Pleasant View versus Blue Water Village.
What?
Tiki Island won that one. We all
Oh my God! Sorry. Wow, we are really not doing
our own
good.
Picks.
Okay. I literally have Tiki Island written right there. Okay, so I think
Pleasant
do we even
View.
need to debate that? Yeah,
Yes.
Pleasant View.
Even though I'm not here for I am here for the drama. I just want to add a little bit different.
Okay, so now it's gonna it's gonna be downtown versus Veronaville.
Oh,
Be quiet.
oh, that's really tough for me.
It's gonna be downtown for me.
I think it's downtown for me.
I think it's downtown for me.
And it's not against Veronaville, it's just like from the get, there's more to do downtown, even with no NPCs. Even with nobody, even just you making your own sim, making your way in the city, there's way more to do. Let's go to the hedge mage, have some fun, and then go to dinner. Like, you can do that in downtown.
And, like, that's when the drama's fun, but when there's not much to do, you can create your own drama. Like, you don't need... If there's only drama, that's, like, just eating cookies and candy. Like, we need some substance. You know what I mean? And downtown has a substance.
Why do I feel like the finale is going to be what I've been agonizing over for? Like, as soon as we said we were doing this, I was like, I know what my final two would be. That would cause me the most stress, and I don't know.
I didn't think the two that I think is going to be the finale now was the ones like I was afraid of, but now I'm like, wow, should have been these all along. These two just battling it out. Yep. It's the Batman versus Superman.
It's Pleasant View versus Belladonna. So we gave it to downtown. So it's Pleasant View versus Belladonna Cove. Oh no!
I am so tempted to say Belladonna Cove. I know that Pleasant View is going to win, but I'm so tempted to say Belladonna Cove just because it has so much more to it.
But think about this, you can also always add apartments to Pleasant View. Like, there's nothing stopping you from throwing down. I always, like, in the corner where there's no lots, I throw down apartment buildings.
Like, next to the condos?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're
like,
right.
Really, apartments changed the game for Sims 2, and it's real. Like, it's real bad how much it changed up how you can play. Like, it did a lot. Plus,
and like, you could build your own apartments.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And it was no problem.
Yep. But theoretically, you know, we wouldn't have apartments without Belladonna Cove.
No Bella Goth. No Belladonna Cove.
No, you're right. Pleasant View. Pleasant View takes it. There you go.
Who's the statue? Do you think Belladonna Cove was made with goth money? Like, it was like Mortimer built this town for her before he died or something? Like,
oh my God, the drama.
Of his wife that never came back.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's canon now. I love that.
I do think he loved his wife very much. I don't think Bella wasn't. I don't think the goths are in an unhappy relationship, because I like people like to make that up of what's going on. Because like I think they have a very happy relationship.
Yes, I think it's not Eliza and Bob Pancakes, for God's sake.
Ugh, they suck. They both suck.
Yeah, no way.
Yep. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go with Pleasant View also. I was thinking Belladonna Cove, but then like, what do I play the most when I play Sims 2? And it is Pleasant View. Like, I would. So here we are.
Fudge.
Yep.
Okay. I was worried about this from the get-go. As soon as I was like, I don't know if it gets to downtown and Pleasant View. I don't know what I'm gonna pick. I just don't know.
The thing that gets me is the lore. There's no lore in downtown. And that's what we're kind of debating. Do we go lore over stuff to do? Or do we do stuff to do over lore? Because there's no lore in downtown. I mean, a little bit of vampires with the House of Fallen Trees, but that's it.
We could be bitchy and be like, what's more likely to beat the other games?
True.
Oh, that's a good point.
What's more likely to beat? Because they're like... I guess we do know what the winner is. We do know what the winner is because Ava was in Sims 1. So we know what the winner is. So the Magic Town won for...
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, Ava was in it, so we knew Magic Town was going to win. Let's be real.
I was like, did she threaten your life? Are you safe?
Yeah, right?
She didn't stand a chance.
I mean, oh man, I'm very tempted to say Pleasant View just because that's where it started.
That's where everything
started.
That's the substance of where like most of the Sims 3 drama came from. Like, you don't have any of Sims 3 with their alternate fun timelines without like Brandy Broke and Lothario and the Caliente
We wouldn't
sisters.
have a podcast?
Nope.
Literally, yeah.
Literally hours of... We've had multiple hours on the drama that in those 6, there's only 6 houses! And like...
So crazy.
Yeah. I mean, and the thing is, like, in the game, you can just add downtown to Pleasant View and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a necessity for me, no matter what town, because like the other hand of this, no matter what I do, I always add downtown because I feel like it adds so much substance to the game. But
yes, it does.
You can go on dates and you can play with vampires there, and you can
a vampire can run you over with his car if you so choose.
Yes. You can get smacked on the face by Crumblebottom.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think like
I feel like we know it's Pleasant View, but we want to give downtown like
I know, like if you're thinking like downtown, like we love downtown. That's what's making this so hard. But really, like we got to put Pleasant View.
Where would we be without Pleasant View? But would the others like take that into consideration? Do they stand Pleasant View as hard as we do?
I think so, especially when Vanity is going to be on a couple episodes. She loves Pleasant View.
That lore, like you can't beat it.
Lore,
yeah. And plus, I think when it gets to the game, like when we get to the final 4, what each game has to offer and what we can build off of the town that we have will come into play, I think. So I think downtown, as much as I love it, will also be a part of the game when we get to the final 4.
True.
I think so.
You you have your one town? Guess what? We can have all these sub-towns, bitches. We can just keep adding shit no matter what we do.
Yeah, true. We get vacation spots. We can get this. We can get that. Blue Water Village, downtown. Yeah.
Sims 4
Ooh.
is like, we got everything. We have everything.
Oh, you wanted this? It's in there. With some
We
veiled
got you.
racism, but what you
Yep.
gonna do?
Oh,
And also
yee.
Pleasant View, like it's pretty diverse considering like there's the Goth family's pretty white, but Daniel Pleasant's white, but Mary Sue is not. Then the Lothario and Caliente's not completely white, and the
Mhm.
Dreamers, like it's not like there's 6 households and there's
All different.
2
Well, and I
that
think
are white.
The Goths are white, like Mortimer, but Bella's not
but
white.
Bella's not.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah.
she's Latina, I assume. So,
Bad.
yeah,
So,
let's do Pleasant
like,
View.
Let's do
Yes.
It
Let's
is-
do it for
Let's just
the
do it.
stance. We all have played Don Lothario. I accidentally had him knock up Nina Caliente. And I was like, oh my god, how
They
am I going to
make
care for this
a
child?
very pretty baby, though. They
They
do make a very
do,
pretty
they really
child.
do.
Also, I liked having what I always did is Dina Caliente would get married to Mortimer and they would have a kid. But as soon as Alex got older, because Mortimer died, he'd be like, you need to leave the house now. This is my home. As soon as he became an adult, so he kind of kicked her out with the other kid.
Horrible.
No, I did one play where I basically had Dina like take over Bella's life, and I had her wear all of Bella's clothes and dye
Oh my
her hair
God.
dark. And then they had a kid, and I forget what I named it. Maybe I named the kid Bella. I don't even remember. I just like totally like took over
Oh my
Bella's life,
God.
and then the second Alex became a teenager, I had Dina ship him off to college.
Oh,
And then I had-
bye-bye.
Yeah, and I had Dina like kill Mortimer after Alex went to college, so she just like took over the house with her kids. Like,
Dina,
so creepy.
one thing
but that's
I
like
love
what you can do.
Lannister.
One thing I love
Lannister
about
queen.
Dina Caliente in Sims 2 is her natural hair is actually brown. She dyes it blonde. And I love that little
Oh,
because also I kept wondering
yeah,
like
that
why does
little detail.
their kids always like because she always also has a very pretty kid with Mortimer too, but I think that's just because Dina is so pretty and like
Yep.
those green eyes that like it's really hard to get green or
Mhm,
gray
yep.
eyes in Sims 2, so it's like you got the green eyes because you're an alien. I'm happy
Sorry.
I'm happy about our choice. I think the top 3 for me was always Pleasant View downtown, and
Yeah.
after I did some research, Belladonna Cove really
Mhm.
coming in like hard.
Yeah, it's so
Ronaville for
cool.
me.
It's so underappreciated, but it's really cool. There's a lot you can do in there. Yeah, I agree. So we'll say Pleasant View. I think that's a pretty good choice. So now it's just going to be up against everybody else. So stay tuned for the next couple episodes. We're going to do Sims 3 next. Sims 4 is last.
And I'm going to be there.
And I'm in the
fighting
Sims.
for my rights.
I'm in the Sims 4 one, so
Ah.
we'll see where that goes to.
Ooh, we'll see how it goes. Then we'll have
We'll
our
have to-
final round.
We'll have to pick which one of us goes to the final group
Marissa, do you want to fight hard?
for Pleasant View.
Yes, I will fight for
Wait,
Pleasant View. I
wave
will be
our
the
banner.
lore queen, the lore warrior.
Yes! You gotta
have to
fight!
You have to bring up apartments that you can just put anywhere. Throw out spiral staircases whenever, just to stuff it in people's faces.
Yes.
Be like, oh, that's great. Did you have a spiral staircase? No, interesting.
Spiral staircase. Bella Goth. Did you have Bella Goth? No. Okay, I win.
we didn't either. She was gone.
Oh yeah, huh? Duh, that's not a good argument.
Did you have some really good cutscenes whenever emotional things would happen? No, interesting.
No?
Interesting.
Did you have cutscenes of Don Lothario's bed wooing around? No. All right.
Oh, we didn't do this at the front. So this is the whole bracket idea is thanks to Chelsea Gale. She tweeted at us saying like, oh, you guys should do a draft of Sims towns. And because she sent that to us, we turned it into a March Madness situation. And yeah, so thank you so much, Chelsea Gale. She has a YouTube channel, which is called Plum Bob Pancakes. No spaces if you want to go check her out. Thank you so much.
I know, you rock.
You gave us so much to do. It's amazing. We love being here.
When I reached out to her and I was like, so this turned into a whole thing that you'll find out in March what it is. So thank you.
Thank you, Chelsea. Oh, this was such a good idea. Like,
This
genius.
was.
We would not be here if it wasn't for our amazing listeners.
Mm-hmm.
So true.
So
it was such a fun trip down memory lane also, because we did Sims 2 and I play it rarely. Oh.
And I like that it also like internally, I like that it shakes up our groups, because like when it was originally being split up, I was like, I can't do anything with Sims 1 or 3. I cannot help you. I don't know. I know of 2 things. That's it. So, and that's why it kind of like, and a bunch of us were like, I don't know about this game. I don't know about this. And so that's when we were like, fuck the teams. Let's just make new groups.
Yeah.
Okay, so our plugs. So we are Plumbob Cast on Instagram and Twitter. We are Plumbob Podcast on Reddit. We're under the Plumbob Podcast on Facebook and Tumblr, so you can just go in there and give us a like. Website is undertheplumbob.com. There's a contact form there, or you can just email us at where? undertheplumbob@gmail.com. Please subscribe, rate, and review. We're on Apple, Stitcher, TuneIn, Spotify, Google Play. Pandora hates us again, so I think we're trying to get back on it. I think we got off. I don't know. Pandora hates us. But the reviews mean like so much, so we love getting them. Reach out to us on the social medias. I think Melly has the Instagram. There's a bunch of us on the Facebooks. It's mainly me on Twitter. So if you like reach out, like you could end up dictating what we do for another month if you give us an idea. So please do. Our research and writing team was us 3. Good job, us. We did it.
We did it. Also, please tag us with which town you thought should have won if your opinion differ from
or
what
if you're like, why did you spend 2 hours talking about this? Of course you're going to pick Pleasant View.
This could have been 5 minutes.
It's Pleasant View. It's giving respect to the towns that I think don't, like the downtown area and Belladonna Cove didn't need to slap that hard, but they did. And special thanks to the Sims community, the Sims Wiki, where we get most of our info. Simmers Digest is always very nice to us. And thank you for listening and stuff.
Thank you for listening. Yeah, really, really special shout outs to Sims Wiki. We put a bunch of pictures in the script so we could kind of get the vibe of the town, and Sims Wiki was absolutely vital in that. So thank you, Sims Wiki. Yeah, I agree. We probably didn't need to spend 2 hours, but you know what? We respect our job. This is content for you that we want to give you. And if you're screaming, saying, what is wrong with you? Verona was the winner. Reach out to us. Let us know we're wrong. We're happy to chat. Anyway, so that is it for us. We're all just going to head off into the sunset with our beautiful bracket, and we'll see you next week. Are either of you on Sims 3?
I'm on Sims 3. I'm going to fight hard for a special town that lives deep in my heart. And you'll see next week. Ooh. I've also been in quarantine for a whole year next week, so I'm excited.
Oh, God. Yeah. Huh. Oh, my God. All right. Well,
but thank you so much for listening, and back to the real world, which sucks ass. Okay, bye.
Okay. Bye, everybody.